Aging is inevitable, but how you age is entirely up to you. Some men hit 40 and start falling apart, losing muscle, energy, and drive, while others stay strong and sharp and full of life well into their 60s and 70s and beyond. I've seen men in the ER in their 90s who are as spry as men in their 50s, and men in their 40s who look like they're in their 90s. The difference? They understand the science of aging and how to fight it, whether they realize it or not. Science shows that after the age of 40, your body begins a silent war against you. Every year, your muscles shrink a little more, your bones get weaker, your brain gets slower, and it doesn't happen with a loud crash. It happens quietly, behind the scenes, until one day you can't lift the groceries without wincing, you can't get out of a chair without pushing off with both hands, and the man staring back at you in the mirror feels like a stranger you barely recognize. The truth is, you start losing up to 8% of your muscle mass every decade after 40. Your testosterone levels, the very fuel for your strength, drive, and vitality, start dropping year after year. Your metabolism slows to a crawl, fat starts sticking to your gut, your energy tanks, and worst of all, you start accepting it. You start telling yourself, this is just part of getting older. You start shrinking your life to match your shrinking body. But here's what most people never realize. It's not just aging that's doing this to you. It's the habits you've been told are normal, the myths you've been fed about what life after 40 should look like, the outdated advice that's leaving millions of men weaker, sicker, and older than they need to be. And here's the scary part. By the time you actually feel the weakness, the stiffness, the brain fog, the damage has already been stacking up for years. Your body has been aging faster than it had to. And nobody ever pulled you aside to show you how to stop it. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be this way? That some men, right now, today, are stronger at 70 than they were at 40? That they have more energy, sharper minds, and better bodies than guys half their age? And the most shocking part? It's not because they have better genes. It's because they unknowingly tapped into simple, science-backed habits that anyone, including you, can start using right now. You're not powerless against aging. You've just never been shown the real science on how to fight it, until today. Because today, thanks to cutting-edge research from places like Harvard and Stanford, we finally know what works. Not old wives' tales. Not empty promises. Real, proven methods to slow, and even reverse, the speed at which your body is falling apart. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the powerful, little-known habits that can change everything for you, if you're ready to fight for the life and strength you deserve. And it all starts with just a few simple shifts. Not overwhelming changes. Not complicated routines. Just smart, science-backed moves that help you rebuild your strength, sharpen your mind, and reclaim the energy you thought was lost for good. Let's dive right into the first one. Habit number 1, power training, not just cardio. Now, maybe you've been told that taking long walks or doing light cardio is enough to stay healthy after 40. And don't get me wrong, movement is good. But if you want to thrive, if you want to reverse the silent muscle loss that's eating away at your strength right now, you need something more. You need power training. You need to challenge your muscles to grow back stronger. According to the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity, resistance training, lifting weights, using bands, working against resistance, actually switches on special anti-aging genes inside your cells. These genes trigger muscle repair, increase your metabolism, strengthen your bones, and boost hormones that keep you feeling young and vital. And no, you don't need to become a bodybuilder. You don't even need heavy weights. Simple movements with light dumbbells, resistance bands, or even just your own body weight, done 2 or 3 times a week, can absolutely transform the way you age. Start small. Push against the resistance. Feel your body waking up again. That's the first step to turning back the clock. Habit number 2, prioritize deep sleep. Now let's talk about something most people overlook, sleep. You might think it's normal to sleep poorly as you get older. You might tell yourself, well, that's just part of aging. But that's a lie that's costing you years off your life. Research out of UC Berkeley has shown that poor sleep doesn't just make you tired, it accelerates brain aging. It literally shrinks the parts of your brain responsible for memory, focus, and emotional balance. And every bad night of sleep chips away at your body's ability to repair itself, balance hormones, fight inflammation, and stay strong. Deep, quality sleep is not a luxury. It's one of your strongest weapons against aging. And getting it back is simpler than you think. Start by setting a regular sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at the same times every day, even on weekends. Cut off screens, your phone, your TV, your tablet, at least an hour before bed, because that artificial light tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. And create a wind-down ritual. Stretch, read a book, listen to calming music. Let your body know it's time to recover, repair, and rebuild. Because when you sleep deeply, you don't just rest. You heal. You recharge. You give your body the fuel it needs to fight off the slow decay that too many people accept without a second thought. And once you're moving your body and repairing it through deep, restorative sleep, it's time to step things up another level, by embracing how you move. Habit number 3, embrace short, intense bursts of movement. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I'm too old for intense workouts. My knees can't handle running marathons. And you're right, you don't need long, grueling sessions to rebuild your vitality. In fact, the latest studies from the Mayo Clinic show something incredible. High-intensity interval training, also called HIIT, can actually reprogram the aging process inside your cells, especially after 40. How? It supercharges your mitochondria, the tiny engines inside your cells that produce energy. When your mitochondria are healthy and strong, you feel energetic, vibrant, alive. When they're damaged or weak, you feel sluggish, old, tired. HIIT is like giving your mitochondria a jump start. Short bursts of effort followed by brief recovery periods, that's the magic. And the best part? You don't need to sprint or lift heavy weights. You can start simple. Walk briskly for 1 minute, get your heart pumping, then slow down and recover for 2 minutes. Repeat that cycle 4 or 5 times. That's it. Over time, those short bursts will do more for your heart, your muscles, and your metabolism than an hour of slow, steady walking ever could. You'll feel the difference, not just in your legs, but in your energy, your mood, your confidence. Because movement, when done right, isn't about exhaustion. It's about activation. It's about waking up the parts of you that have been asleep for too long. Habit number 4, feed your cells with colorful foods. Now, if you really want to stack the deck in your favor, you can't just move better. You've got to fuel better too. And no, I'm not talking about going on a miserable diet or cutting out everything you love. I'm talking about adding color. Adding life back into your plate. Because science is clear. Diets rich in colorful, antioxidant-packed foods, like the ones found in the Mediterranean diet, are directly linked to longer lifespans and lower rates of chronic disease. Why? Because colorful fruits and vegetables are loaded with antioxidants, your body's natural defense against oxidative stress. And oxidative stress, that's the real villain behind aging. It damages your cells, your organs, your brain, from the inside out. But when you fill your meals with vibrant colors, deep greens, bright reds, bold purples, sunny yellows, you're flooding your body with the ammunition it needs to fight back. And it's easier than you think. Just aim for 5 different colored fruits and vegetables every day. That's it. You don't have to measure every bite. You don't have to count every calorie. Just look at your plate and ask yourself, where's the color? A handful of blueberries. A big slice of red bell pepper. Some roasted carrots. A spinach salad. A few slices of golden mango. Simple, vibrant, powerful. Because when you feed your body the right way, you're not just adding years to your life. You're adding life to your years. And once your body is moving better, and you're feeding it the vibrant fuel it craves, there's still one more powerful piece most people overlook. A piece that doesn't come in a pill, a workout, or a diet. It's your connection to others. Habit number 5, strengthen your social circle. Now, I know it's easy to think that staying healthy is just about exercise, food, and sleep. But the longest, most powerful study on human longevity, the Harvard 80-year study, found something even more surprising. It's not cholesterol levels. It's not blood pressure. It's not even genetics. The single strongest predictor of your long-term health was the quality of your close relationships. Let that sink in for a moment. Not what's on your lab report, but who's sitting across the table from you. Who's calling to check on you? Who's sharing laughter, tears, memories, and hopes with you? Because when you are surrounded by people who care about you, when you stay connected, stay involved, stay known, your body literally handles stress better. Your brain stays sharper. Your heart stays stronger. Your immune system becomes more resilient. But when you isolate yourself, when you retreat, when you let loneliness creep in, it's like pouring acid on your health, slowly corroding your strength from the inside out. The good news is, it's never too late to rebuild. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to have a dozen friends or a packed social calendar. It just takes one strong connection to change everything. Pick up the phone and call an old friend you haven't spoken to in years. Join a local club, gardening, walking, painting, whatever sparks your interest. Volunteer for a cause that lights you up. Put yourself where the conversations are happening. Be willing to say hello. Be willing to be seen. Because thriving isn't just about having a strong body. It's about having a strong heart, and a strong circle around you. And when you build that circle, you give yourself something no supplement or surgery ever could. A reason to keep growing. A reason to keep showing up. A reason to keep fighting for every beautiful, precious moment ahead of you. So if you want to restore your strength, if you want to reignite that spark inside you, if you want to protect your independence and keep living life on your own terms, it all starts with a single choice. Pick just one of these habits and make it your new secret weapon against aging. Maybe you'll start by picking up a pair of light dumbbells and feeling your muscles come alive again. Maybe you'll focus on fixing your sleep, letting your brain and your body rebuild the energy they've been begging for. Maybe you'll push yourself just a little harder during your daily walk, feeling your heart beat stronger, your breath grow deeper, your mind grow clearer. Maybe you'll look at your plate differently, seeing the colors, the life, the healing power hidden in simple, beautiful foods. Or maybe, you'll reach out to someone today. Maybe you'll choose to build or rebuild a connection that fills you with laughter, with belonging, with hope. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters is that you do. Because aging isn't something that just happens to you, it's something you can shape. It's something you can fight for. It's something you can thrive through. And every small choice you make, every habit you build, every step you take toward strength, toward connection, toward healing, it stacks up. It compounds. It creates a version of you that defies the statistics, that shocks the so-called norms of aging, that inspires everyone around you, including yourself. You have so much more power than you realize. More strength inside you than you've been told. And no matter what your past has looked like, no matter the mistakes, the setbacks, the diagnoses, today can still be your turning point. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Today. One choice. One habit. One commitment to yourself. Growing older is inevitable. But how you age? That's in your hands. Imagine waking up 5 years from now. Standing taller. Breathing deeper. Moving with a strength and confidence you thought you lost years ago. Imagine your mind feeling sharper, your spirit lighter, your days fuller, not with regrets, but with life. Imagine being able to say, I'm stronger today at 70, at 80, than I was at 50. Not because it was easy. Not because the world made it simple. But because you chose. You chose to fight. You chose to show up for yourself every single day when it mattered most. And it all started with a decision, maybe even the one you're making right now. Which of these habits surprised you the most? Was it the power of deep, restorative sleep? The energy hidden in short bursts of movement? The healing power of simple, colorful foods? Or maybe it was the truth about connection, that it's not just nice to have friends, it's essential for your health. Are you already practicing one of these habits and starting to feel the difference? Or are you standing at the starting line today, ready to step into a new chapter? We would love to hear your story. Your victories, your struggles, your hopes, they matter. They inspire. And they remind everyone in this community that thriving after 40, 50, 60, and beyond is absolutely possible. So share your journey in the comments below, we're listening. And who knows? Your story might be the spark someone else needs to keep going. And if you're ready to take back your health, one small step at a time, if you're ready to keep learning the simple, powerful secrets to thriving at every age. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to Thriving Age Tip, and hit the bell so you never miss another science-backed key to unlocking your best, strongest years ahead. Because this is just the beginning.